Thank you so much for reading out the introduction, and I appreciate people waiting to hear. Thank you, Bhavya Mangla, and thank you, Karishma Pokli, for coordinating so well. I just came out of another meeting at 10:35 and just logged into your meeting. Right. So as I was told by Bhavya that today's topic is to speak about the EC roles. We have executive committee in Toastmasters clubs, and your club, which is 10-year-old club almost, I think your club will complete 10 years very soon in a couple of months. And this has always been an achiever club. And that means that this has always been President Distinguished clubs as far as I remember in last 5-6 years. And this, in fact, has had many good speakers which went to the divisional level. I really love interacting with people from this club. One of the core values they have, all the members, is respect. That's where I really love interacting with them. And then, of course, excellence is another their core value. That's why they go on to become achiever year after year after year. So, folks, I'll tell you my journey in brief, and then, of course, we'll come to the exact topic. We have almost 14 more minutes, and I will give 4 minutes initially in terms of warm up and 10 minutes for the exact topic of how being in DC can change your life. See, I did my schooling from a village, and then I did my engineering from a government college, then MBA from another government college. Then I joined IBM India Private Limited in 2008, and I was there for 9 years till 2017. So when I retired from Toastmasters leadership roles, I also retired from my job at IBM at the same time, almost at the same time. Folks, till class 10th, I didn't know how to speak in Hindi. When I came in class 11th, I started learning how to speak in Hindi. And it took me 6 years to learn how to speak in Hindi. By end of engineering, I was reasonably okay in Hindi and I thought I can crack any competition. But then when I appeared in the placement of IBM India Private Limited and I appeared in the interview, they rejected me outright saying that, Mukesh, you need to work on your communication skills. And I, being a very emotional person, I actually got hurt and I took it to my heart and I told myself, if I ever work in any company, it has to be only IBM, no other company, even if any company gives me double the salary than IBM. So I thought of a workaround, and that workaround was let me go to IIM. From there, I'll join IBM through campus placement. And as destiny had it, I joined IIM Lucknow, and from there, I joined IBM for my 2 months internship program. And during IBM, they gave me an offer to join IBM. So I came back and joined IBM after completing my MBA. Next 9 years, I was there enjoying my life to the fullest. I traveled 12 countries for work and education. And I grew in leaps and bounds. And I got a lot of liberty in my work, a lot of flexibility in my work. And because of that, I could pursue my passion of Toastmasters. I joined Toastmasters in 2012 on February 1 just to improve my communication skills because I used to be extremely poor at communication skills. I couldn't speak even a couple of sentences together if I stood, and my legs used to shake and my voice also used to shake when I started delivering presentations in IBM. So I joined just to improve my communication skills, and let me tell you, Toastmasters has given me much, much, much more than communication. If I start counting what Toastmasters has given you, maybe the communication will be 2, 3, or maybe maximum 5% of what I got from Toastmasters. And most of the 95% part which I learned from Toastmasters came by being a leader in Toastmasters. See, I believe in a philosophy of leader without title, but when you actually have a title and beyond the title, when you actually have the responsibilities to deliver and you over deliver against every single responsibility given to you, in that case, the true leader within you awakens and you gain the real confidence to take on the life head on and actually be the best in whatever you are doing in the life. And these skills which you develop in Toastmasters by being the member of the EC, you actually make those skills as part of your personality traits, which are there always everywhere. Let's say I'm an expert in machine learning, then I cannot really apply the fundamentals of machine learning when I'm interacting with my wife, or maybe I'm talking to my employees at my organization, or maybe I'm doing some other project. Machine learning is just machine learning. Similarly, maybe data analytics is just data analytics. Maybe tomorrow something advanced comes up in data analytics will go into the very down, go into the well. Folks, I want to tell you that in Toastmasters, we develop skills which are with us lifelong and actually make a difference in personal and professional life. In fact, in 1918, there was a research conducted, and in that research, somebody found out that 85% of the human success depends on the financial success I'm talking about, on the human skills. And two chief skills are leadership and communication skills. Folks, in 1951, the Dale Carnegie Foundation once again approved the research, the findings of the research. And they said they conducted the research on 5,000 plus executives in the entire world. And they approved the findings that yes, 85% of the financial success of anybody depends on the communication and leadership skills. And Toastmasters actually teaches us exactly that. So I do not know about any other institute or any other organization or company or training or course or masterclass or webinar or anything which actually teaches us these two core skills the way Toastmasters does. Because Toastmasters helps us improve, not only improve, but find our own style of leading and communicating. Everywhere else, we start copying the communicator or leader and we want to become like them. This is the only place in the entire world where Mukesh wants to be a better Mukesh, where Bhavya Mangla wants to be a Bhavya Mangla. He never would want to be a Mukesh. Where Karishma or Kanika or Suleiman or Mohit Sawhney or Monish, everybody wants to be him or her better version of themselves. So Toastmasters helps us in exploring the better version of ourselves in ourselves. And I'll come to the EC positions. In 2012, when I joined Toastmasters, the same year I became VP Education. And then 2013, again, I became VP Education in the first month of the year, January. And I played almost all the roles formally or informally. 2013, I also became the area director. Then I became the president of the club after becoming the area director because the club was not doing well and the president gave up. He said that I can't handle it. If anybody else wants to take up, they can take up. And I'll tell you, in the situations like COVID-19, the crisis times, people do not want to become leaders because they see a lot of uncertainty and they actually fear changing and challenging the uncertainty. So at that time, I became the president of the club, then I became the division director, then I became the program quality director of District 41, and then I became the district director of District 41 in 2016 and 17. And folks, I am so proud to tell you, many of you may know it, but people who do not know it, District 41 was #1 in the entire world that year. And this #1 or being champion in Toastmasters is not like cricket where only 14 countries play and you become the world champion. Or maybe any other game or any other thing where only people from 10, 12, 15 countries play and you become a champion, you win the game. But in Toastmasters, people from 146 countries play. There were 104 districts at that time. And becoming #1 among all those 104 is actually a big, big achievement. And I do not take the credit of that. I give the credit of that to my entire team. Folks, that year we did not only become #1 in the entire world, but we broke. And I repeat, we shattered all the performance world records. And I say all the performance world records that year. Be it membership growth, be it club growth, be it net loss, which was 0, or be it the education awards, or be it the distinguished clubs. We shattered all the performance records of the history of Toastmasters. And people say that this may take many decades in the future to break these records. Now, what did I gain? I'll tell you, when I became the officer every time in the club or beyond, it gave me a lot of confidence to set goals and achieve goals. And if you can learn just one thing, forget about anything else. See, I'll tell you, around 8 years ago, there was a research conducted in Toastmasters International that what do you gain by being a Toastmaster? And there is a list of 300 different skills which we can gain by being a serious Toastmaster. I do not know about Harvard or IIMs or IITs which can help us develop 300 different skills. And most of those skills come by taking responsibility as an EC member in the club or as a district officer or maybe as an international officer. So at times people think that I just want to focus on speaking. I want to improve my speaking. My friend, what will you do by just becoming a glib talker? People do not like to hear glib talkers. There are very good people in the entire world. They have excellent command on English and they are just like awesome. Grammarian will struggle to find even one grammatical mistake, AHA counter will struggle to find even one arch or ohms or or actually or basically or any filler. Still they get paid 10,000 rupees a month. Maybe they do whatever and they get 10,000 rupees a month. See, the area, the criteria, the life area where they lack is they actually do not have the ability to imagine, the ability to think, the ability to lead. And when we do not have these abilities, then the communication actually does nothing. Because communication is just a vehicle. Where do you want to go? And where do you want to go is a subject of vision and mission and values. Right. So if you do not have a vision, then how will you use your communication skills? And let me tell you, as a leader in the EC or maybe in district, you get many more opportunities than a normal member. People who want to focus only on communication, they want to choose the speaking path and they do not want to divert here and there in leadership roles. They actually, miss out on being servant leader. How do you serve? Whom do you serve? As an EC officer, you have responsibilities to serve the club. You get a belongingness to an organization. You learn how to perform the roles of that particular role in the club. You learn how to serve the club members and the club. You learn how to set the goals. You learn how to have the executive committee meetings so that in your profession, in your company, in your job, it helps you. In your entrepreneurship journey, it helps you. I learned so many things which are helping me in my current pursuit of my dreams, be it my entrepreneurship journey, be it my journey of being an author, or be it my journey of being a YouTuber. Friends, I'll tell you, there is a YouTuber, I think, yeah, his name is Dan Lok, and he's one of my role models. He has 3 million subscribers, almost 3 million subscribers. And I so wanted to do his course. I thought, let me spend $254 and learn from his course how to be an effective YouTuber. But as you know, the destiny has it, and the law of attraction works. The secret of Rhonda Byrne works. If you want something badly, the God will give you that thing, even if you do not really have enough resources for that. So I wanted to do his course, and I was thinking about it. And one day, one friend said that, "Oh, Mukesh, you started the journey on YouTube." I couple of months ago bought a course from Dan Lok. I paid $254. If you want, I can give you the access because I didn't do it. At least you do it. So friends, I did 7 classes of 1 hour each by Dan Lok. And in the last class, the 7th class, he said that I have an unfair advantage over the world. And world of YouTube he meant. He said, how many YouTubers in the world have that unfair advantage? But I have. And I was very eager to learn what is that unfair advantage. And I was all ears, and I just distracted every other distraction. I switched off my phone and I was focused. What is that unfair advantage? I want to gain that as well. And you know, folks, what he said? He said, I joined Toastmasters a couple of years ago, and that changed my life. And that is my unfair advantage over the world. I know how to communicate. I know how to write speeches. I know how to deliver speeches. I know how to get things done from people. And you get to know how to get things done from people only when you become an EC officer. Let's say VP Education knows how to prepare people to actually deliver speeches. Secretary knows how to write compelling copyright stuff, how to write, mass control bait. By seeing that one title, people actually get hooked to your program and they pay whatever you want to. I know a lot of public speakers, they're delivering webinars, and in one webinar of 1 hour or 2 hours, they, collect 18 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs, even crores of rupees. Somebody delivers a masterclass of 2 hours, and at the end of that masterclass, 200 people join its course. Everybody pays 25 lakhs. So he gathered 50 lakhs rupees in that 2 hours time, and then he delivers some online stuff. So in today's time, being a Toastmaster is actually a huge, huge privilege. And then being an EC officer is a bigger privilege. Because in the virtual world, when Twitter has already announced, LinkedIn has announced, Google has announced that we probably resume working in the office in 2021. BNI has said that we do not want to have physical meetings till September 2020. And Deutsche Bank yesterday, I was talking to somebody, they said that they want to resume their work if everything goes very well by end of November 2020. So it's not going to be a short-term thing, it's going to be a long-term thing. It's the new normal. So if you learn how to communicate and how to get things done from people and how to achieve goals in the virtual world, and in Toastmasters, I'll tell you, you practice those things. So if you become the president or the VP education or the VP membership or the VP PR or secretary or treasurer or sergeant at arms, anything, all the 7 roles are amazing roles. And something is better than nothing, I can tell you. And people who are new, let me also tell you, when you complete your certifications in Toastmasters, once let's say the communication paths are done, you want to do something in leadership path, which are strong resume points for your jobs in companies. So there is a criteria that you must serve a club for 1 year as an EC officer. And this can be the beginning of that 1 year from July 1. But then today is a decisive day. So I encourage all of you to actually come forward for these roles. And these roles of service give us more than we give to the club members. So come forward for these roles and give a strong competition to every single person. Let's say for president, I want to see 20 candidates, 20 contestants, except people like Bhavya Mangla and me. I think everybody should participate. We are kind of oldies, right? So that ways, I want to see a strong competition among all the members. All of you should go for the president. And if you lose that, go for VP education. If you lose that, go for VP membership. Go all the way till treasurer or maybe secretary or SA. I'll tell you one of the most successful Toastmasters of District 41, Deepak Sharma, who is my friend and co-author of the book Move Mountains One Story at a Time. And let me tell you, we sold 10,000 copies of this book in 2019 in 1 year. 8,500 of this English book and 1,500 of the Hindi version, which title is Paane Ki Ho Chahat To Parvat Bhi Denge Raah. So Deepak Sharma, he has a record, and I challenge you to beat his record today. He has a record of losing all these 7 EC positions in a club position, in a club on a single day. Right? So people who actually lose maximum, they gain maximum. So do not be afraid of losing. Even if you joined yesterday, go ahead and contest. Maybe deliver the 2-minute speech, make a history today. Do you know how Deepak Menon got elected as second vice president of Toastmasters International? Folks, I was there in Washington, DC that day, that historic day. It took at least 5-6 hours and at least 5-6 rounds of elections. Every time some tie, something went wrong, somebody, getting eliminated from the list. There were 7-8 candidates, and then finally Deepak Menon making it. And he became the proud Indian. We became the proud Indians that, somebody from India is currently, as of now, Toastmasters International president. So, friends, this is actually the beginning of your journey. Do not hesitate from nominating yourself. And I cannot really tell you, you gave me 15-20 minutes, but even if you give me 15-20 hours, I cannot tell you that what can you get by becoming an EC officer. It's like, test of an orange. I cannot really explain how orange tastes until you test it, until you eat it. So you actually need to become the officer and get your hands dirty in that job. And actually be proud that yes, I am EC officer of this 10-year-old club, which is an amazing club. And this EC, which comes up today, will have special privilege of celebrating the 10th anniversary of the club in the month of September. And I hopefully would love to see you again in that meeting. Yeah. So that's it from my side, but I would like to respond at least 2 questions from people. If you have any question, anybody, it's open forum. You can ask any 2 questions and I'll be happy to respond. Yes, go ahead.
So Mukesh, maybe I can ask one. This is
Absolutely.
a question. This is a question which a lot of members have asked me, and I thought who better than you to answer that question. So the question is that how do or where do I find the time which is required to justify the role of one of the EC positions?
Wonderful. That's a great question. And let me tell you, Toastmasters does not take time from you. It actually gives time to you. If you have 168 hours in a week, you can have 178 hours in a week if you are a good Toastmaster. Because in Toastmasters, we learn how to work efficiently, effectively, and how to actually have a team to work for. Let's say you become the VP education of the club today, then you are free to have an associate VP education and actually mentor that person along with you. He shares the load with you. People come forward and help you in different playing different roles. So when you become more effective, when you become more efficient, then of course you do things faster. I'll tell you, in IBM, my manager had given me unlimited number of leaves for Toastmasters whenever I wanted, for whatever I wanted. Because he said that when you grow in Toastmasters, when you develop in Toastmasters, that growth you cannot keep limited to your family and home. That growth actually comes into the IBM, and that helps your folks, your people around, your teammates, your the clients, everybody. So that way you become more communicative. Just imagine a Mukesh who could not talk for even a minute and not 3-4 sentences, and now Mukesh talks so fluently. So in that case, can Mukesh get done more now in the same time, or can get done less now in the same time? It's about developing your competency. It's about developing your strength. You become more productive and you become more efficient, you become more effective, and that way you also have the skills to actually get the team to work and work with people and collaboratively. So if you are doing one thing in 10 hours, then there are 10 people. You can of course do things in 30 minutes, not 1 hour. 1 hour is simple maths, but then there is a lot of synergy. You can do it much faster. So forget about Toastmasters taking away your time. It gives you time by making you more effective. And not only in Toastmasters, outside also you can apply those skills and gain time. Yesterday I was talking to the president of Deutsche Bank Toastmasters Club in Jaipur, and she said, "This is not my life goal." And I said, "You are a wrong person at the wrong place." You actually need to focus and dedicate on this role as if it's your life goal. Bhavya knows I left IBM 3 months before my term of district director got over, and I focused full time in district director's role. The opportunity cost was around 7.5 lakhs rupees for 3 months. But then I gained much more. People paid 25 lakhs rupees fees to IIMs to do an MBA. And they do not really, spend time in Toastmasters where you do not really pay much money. It's peanuts. Yeah. So I hope that clarifies. We need to change the belief. It does not take time. It gives time to you. Today, let's say I can, call Bhavya and tell Bhavya, can you please do this for me? And something which takes 10 hours for me, he will do it in 2 hours and he'll do it for free. So I have developed that kind of friendship in Toastmasters.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Just
you.
one more question.
I have a question. Okay.
Sure, Samir.
Mukesh, my name is Samir Dhameja. So first of all, I'm very happy that you took the initiative of taking a session on EC roles. The question is, the moment we join Toastmasters International, the only thing which we have in our mind is to speak in front of public in order to gain confidence. Slowly and gradually, once we are 6 months, 8 months, 9, 10 months old in Toastmasters, we take the responsibility of becoming an EC member. Now, I'm just sharing my experience. Ever since I have joined Toastmasters International, I've seen people who take the responsibility of becoming EC, they somehow lose touch with the speaking thing, right? Because of which they join Toastmasters, and they get so much involved in EC roles that they somehow lose confidence in speaking in front of people. So is it true? Have you also observed the same thing?
Absolutely true, 100% true. But before I answer your question exactly, somebody needs to tell me the name of a movie which was on Nelson Mandela's life, and whoever tells the name of that movie gets a 15 minutes free mentoring call from me. I just forgot that name. I remember the dialogue. I want to tell you the example, but I forgot the name of the movie. Anybody, just write in the chat window or maybe switch on your mic and speak. It's a famous movie, very, very famous movie. Anybody? I just forgot that name. I watched that movie twice. And the end of that movie is with the poem that I'm the captain of my soul, I'm the captain of my life. Anyways, now let me tell you, Long Walk to Freedom is the name of his biography, the book, not the movie. Let me tell you the example. So somebody asks Nelson Mandela in that movie that how do you lead, what's your leadership style? And then they talk about leadership styles and they say, okay, one of the leadership styles is leading by example. So I'll tell you, Nelson Mandela there says that it's not one of the leadership styles, it's the only leadership style. You actually need to lead by example. If I am myself not a man of integrity, I cannot inspire to become man or woman of integrity. Growing, I am not developing myself, I cannot inspire others to grow and succeed. So and hence EC officers have number one responsibility or duty is to deliver more speeches and grow more than any other fellow member. You actually need to take the lead stage every time. If not in your club, then go to different clubs and deliver more speeches and develop yourself more and become a role model to every other member, so that they also get inspired to become EC officer next time. Else they'll think that EC officers do not really, uh, get opportunity to deliver more speeches, and they do not develop themselves. They just chase others, with a stick. So we actually need to avoid that perception of others. We need to work on ourselves first. We need to be inspirational. We need to develop ourselves, and through developing ourselves, we can inspire others. You cannot really inspire others with a stick. So I'll tell you, in 2016-17, we gave 16 DTMs to the district, which was the number, which was from 2001 to 2015. There was 16 DTMs, and alone in 2016, there were 16 DTMs. So we matched that number, right? So how did we do that? I could not have done that by myself without myself doing the DTM. I first completed my DTM, and then I guided people, mentored people to complete their DTM. So Samir, if you become the VP Education and you do not complete the paths in the pathways, you cannot inspire others to complete the paths and pathways. All the EC members actually need to lead by example. First, they need to show others how can you groom yourself, how can you develop yourself, how can you become a better person. This is their responsibility. And if they are not doing it, then I'll tell you, they will not become area directors, they will not become division directors, and they will not grow in their office also. It's not the competition for the title, it's the competition for the growth. And growth only happens when you actually work on yourself and on others both together. You cannot work on others without working on yourself. It's like you cannot donate money if you do not have a bank balance. You can donate only when you have bank balance, and you'll have the balance only when you actually earn it. So I think I have much exceeded my time. I would stop now. I won't be able to take any questions, but before I dog out and you go ahead with the elections, I have a request. I made a YouTube channel on 15th of April. It's almost 55 days, and we have rather 2 months exact today, and we have 57 videos there. So I make one video every day on different topics, different stories, different things, different experiences. Some of them are also from Toastmasters, some of them are from my entrepreneurship life or my travel to 12 countries or maybe IBM and that phase. So I hope if you actually subscribe that YouTube channel, you'll get a lot of value from that YouTube channel as well. Bhavya Mangla is one of my proud subscribers, and I thank him for being there and encouraging me through the comments and remarks and every time. Thank you so much, Bhavya, and thank you so much for inviting me here. It was a pleasure. I want to hear from Bhavya that you had a historic election today.
Thank you very much, Mukesh. It was a wonderful session with you. I think everyone is spellbound. Nobody is able to speak much because you have just made everyone thinking that they should participate in EC role. And incidentally, today is the last day. And we are expecting that today, not many people are going to think that they should be part of the EC team. And I think whatever they have shared, that has broadened the vision of everyone. And we all will get benefited from the incoming years too. And hopefully, I'm sure that you will be the big star of our 10-year celebration that we're going to have very soon. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, we can have a round of clap.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Mukesh Firodia. I have one thing to share here, that we have the maximum number of participation in our online meeting, and that's all because of you. Now we have 32 members. It has been 34 actually. Yes.
So this is my second meeting of Toastmasters today, and I have 2 more to go.
Yeah. Sure.
So at times I feel that I'm not into Toastmasters, but Toastmasters is into me.
Sure. Yeah. And it was really nice to hear that District 41 was the best in the world in 146 countries, and you are part of that. So we have a lot of things to learn from you. And you shared that being a serious Toastmaster, we can learn 300 good qualities. So I like to be a serious Toastmaster from now on. Actually, I was, but I like to be more serious. Yeah, thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster. Now moving ahead to the next session. So the Toastmaster there, Toastmaster Achal, she has done her schooling from Bal Bharati Public School. She is currently doing her BTech from IP University. She is in last semester. She likes interacting with the people to know different thoughts, perspectives, and she has come up with a very interesting theme: horrible bosses. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Am I audible? Am I
Yes, you
audible?
are. Yes, you are.
Okay. Thank you, Suleiman, for giving me a stage. Good morning, Toastmasters and my dear guests. Today, I am Anchal Bansal. I am the TMOD of the meeting. Now, what's the theme of the meeting? Anyone?
Horrible bosses.
Yes, horrible bosses. So, what is coming in your mind after